If you think Ajit Singh is being shameless, call us now. If you think Ajit Singh has crossed the limits of shamelessness, you can call us now. If you think he should be forcibly evicted, you can call us now. If you feel the only option for Narendra Modi government is send the police, pick him up. He tries to create a law and order situation, have him arrested if required, and along with all those people who are threatening to cut off water to Delhi. Because shamelessness cannot be allowed, and Ajit Singh is tonight the world's biggest official squatter. Bhartiya is joining the debate. Let's see if he takes a position on this one, because sometimes politics takes precedence, unfortunately, in these situations. GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, Abha Singh is an independent lawyer, Reena Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party. My first question, pehla sawal, Yudhvir Singh, he's General Secretary of the RJD. Yudhvir ji, is tarah ki case tarah, RLD, not RJD, I'm really sorry. He's General Secretary of the RLD, which is Ajit Singh's party. युद्धवीर जी, ये किस तरह की बेशर्मी दिखा रहे हैं आपके लीडर अजीत सिंह? ये तो हद हो गई। ये किस तरह की बेशर्मी है कि आप मंत्री नहीं, आप एमपी नहीं, मगर आप गवर्नमेंट के बंगलों में रहेंगे? क्या अधिकार है उनका? उनको तो अभी निकाल देना चाहिए पुलिस को बुलाकर।
आप शायद इस विषय को ठीक तरह से समझे ही नहीं है। अजीत सिंह वहाँ, ये बिल्कुल है कि अजीत सिंह शिफ्ट कर चुके हैं, उनका सामान जा चुका है। वो उन्होंने कहा था कि पितृपक्ष के बाद मैं जा ही रहा हूँ, वो जा रहे हैं वहाँ पे। तो इशू अजीत सिंह के बंगला अजीत सिंह के पास रहे ये नहीं है। इशू ये है कि ये चरण सिंह की स्मृति है।
क्यों होनी चाहिए? क्या जरूरत है?
ये सुनिए,
अगर हर नेता
तय हो गया था कि ये बंगला चौधरी चरण सिंह की स्मृति
क्यों हो
रहेगा।
क्यों हो क्या जरूरत है?
अगर क्या जरूरत, ये फिर दिल्ली में क्यों है ये जरूरत? सबको खाली करा दें आप दिल्ली में क्यों?
सारे जितने वहां पे लीडर हैं, सब जिस घर में लीडर रहते थे, पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री रहते थे,
दिल्ली में और भी स्मृतियां बनी है। किसानों के इस देश के 70% किसानों का अगर प्रतिनिधित्व किसी ने किया इस देश में, तो वो चौधरी चरण सिंह एकमात्र नेता थे। और चौधरी चरण सिंह की स्मृति वहां पे है। इस देश में अगर स्मृति बनाने पे बैन है तो बाकी स्मृतियों को भी खाली करा लिया जाए।
देखिए ऐसा है,
हमको कहा बेशर्मी है। लेकिन एक परिपाटी है तो चौधरी चरण सिंह की स्मृति क्यों नहीं हो सकती दिल्ली में? हम अजीत सिंह की एडवोकेसी नहीं कर रहे। किसान यूनियन के लोग उस बात को लेकर आंदोलन कर रहे हैं कि चौधरी महेंद्र सिंह टिकैत के समय में एक फैसला हुआ था 1987 में, जब चौधरी साहब की मृत्यु हुई तो ये तय हुआ था कि 12 तुगलक रोड चौधरी साहब की स्मृति रहेगी और उनका दाह संस्कार दिल्ली में होगा। ये दो बातें उस टाइम तय हुई थी और आज भी किसान यूनियन के लोग उसी बात को लेके, क्योंकि उनके नेता
जरा सुन लीजिए। नहीं, पहली बात तो ये है युद्धवीर जी, आप सुन लीजिए। आप वन वे ट्रैफिक मत कीजिए, कोई सुन नहीं पाएगा, सिर्फ आप कह रहे हैं।
आप कैसे डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि वो स्मृति बनेगी? देश का एक कानून है।
अरे हमने डिसाइड नहीं किया, वो सरकार ने डिसाइड किया।
तो उसका एक कानून
उस समय की सरकार ने डिसाइड किया था,
उसके बाद बनाया गया।
ये उस समय की सरकार ने डिसाइड किया था, ये डिसीजन सरकार का है।
अगर सरकार ने डिसाइड किया तो उसको एक्ट बनाना था, पार्लियामेंट में लॉ बनना था, पास होना था। बिना कोई बने
पार्लियामेंट क्या हर इंडिविजुअल के लिए पार्लियामेंट में लॉ बन के स्मृतियां बनी है? आज से पहले जितनी भी स्मृति बनी है वो इस दिल्ली में अनेक
लगना चाहिए, म्यूटिनी का सेक्शन लगना चाहिए,
जो महान विभूतियां हुई है उनकी स्मृतियां दिल्ली में पहले भी है। और ये भी उस टाइम तय हुआ था। ये
कैसे तय हुआ था? कानून क्यों नहीं बनाया गया?
अरे आपसे पूछ के तय करेंगे क्या? ये तय हुआ था उस टाइम की सरकार के साथ। उस टाइम की सरकार के जो प्रतिनिधि आए थे बात करने, उनके साथ तय हुआ था।
तब आपकी नियत बदलती है।
आपकी नियत क्या होती है? हम अजीत सिंह के एडवोकेसी नहीं कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे। यहाँ चौधरी चरण सिंह की स्मृति का सवाल है और इसलिए हमको किसी से सर्टिफिकेट नहीं चाहिए। हम चौधरी चरण सिंह के अनुयायी हैं। ये तो शान में कुछ भी बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते।
1 minute now, 1 minute, just 1 minute. I want to ask here tonight, is there something called the rule of the law or not? And frankly, I'm going to open up to calls. My question is this: if every politician or ex-politician or politician's son begins to believe ki, my father lived in this house and hence it should be, a memorial. If the father is no more, it should be a memorial for my father or my mother. Then, all we will have in Delhi, GVL Narasimha Rao, okay, Reena Gupta wants to come in. Why not? All we will have in Delhi is a number of memorials.
Arnab,
I mean, and by the way, why we are discussing this tonight is because I want to put it in context for viewers who must be imagining what on earth is going on. I want to tell them that there is a politician called Ajit Singh. He was a civil aviation minister in the previous government. He's some kind of a middle rung politician, not very big, not very small, has some say. as a Jat leader in Western Uttar Pradesh. He knows that he has political influence. So what he is doing is...
अगर जाट लीडर ही चरण सिंह को कह रहे हैं तो आप जानते हैं
युद्धवीर सिंह जी जरा सुन लीजिए प्लीज, सुन लीजिए, सुनना चाहिए आपको।
अरे सुन रहा हूं मैं, आप चौधरी चरण सिंह को जाट नेता कह रहे हैं, उनको आप उनके
युद्धवीर जी सुन लीजिए,
उनके प्रति।
अच्छा तो एक बात सुन लीजिए, मैं कुछ कहने वाला हूं, आप सुन लीजिए। मैं ये कहने वाला हूं कि आपके लीडर जो है अजीत सिंह, वो बिल्कुल बेशर्मी की हद कर रहे हैं वहां पे कि किसी तरह से मुझे ये बंगलो चाहिए।
अजीत सिंह को आप इन्वॉल्व जानबूझ के कर रहे हैं, आप
क्यों नहीं कहूं, बिकॉज़ he has no right to
डाइवर्ट कर रहे हैं, because अजीत सिंह की है, अजीत सिंह तो खाली कर दिया।
I'll tell you what is ridiculous is the ex-minister
है नहीं उस बंगले में।
Please listen to me.
अपने लोगों को बेच के सरकारी घर हड़पना चाह रहे हैं।
बिल्कुल।
हाँ तुम।
It is an attempt. युद्धवीर जी, just a minute. And the fact of the matter is this. No, one second. Fact of the matter, GVL Narasimha, one more point is that there is this group called the Bhartiya Kisan Union.
किसान के प्रति जो मानसिकता दर्शा रहे हैं आप लोग कि एक किसान नेता के प्रति क्या सोच है आप लोगों की?
जी ठीक है, हर किसान, हर जर्नलिस्ट, हर पॉलिटिशियन, हर लोग, हर व्यक्ति,
हर पिता को बहुत प्यार करते हैं, उनके नाम पे भी दे दीजिए आप एक मकान।
Why did you forget him?
ये तय हो चुका था मैडम।
I'd like just a minute. Now, 1 minute. Yudhvir ji, just one point. What is interesting here is there is a group called the Bhartiya Kisan Union, which has said we will stop the supply of water from Ganga to the national capital. We will stop the supply of Ganga waters because you have dared to stop the supply of water into our dear minister's house. I mean, it's become as you are holding millions of people to ransom.
बात नहीं है, चौल साहब की स्मृति का पानी काटा गया।
रीना गुप्ता,
ये चौल साहब की
रीना गुप्ता,
युद्धवीर जी, चौल साहब की स्मृति है वो।
युद्धवीर जी
गुंडागर्दी कर रहे हैं आप।
बिल्कुल,
आपको लगता होगा अगर अधिकार मांगना गुंडागर्दी है, अगर अपने नेता के लिए लड़ना गुंडागर्दी है।
युद्धवीर जी, please stop, please 1 second, listen to Reena. Go ahead, Reena.
Can the others please speak?
Reena.
1 minute, can I please speak?
Go ahead.
See, there are two issues here. First is that this whole culture of entitlement, I think it's really shameful. And it's not just this party, it runs across party lines. Whether it's Mrs. Meera Kumar asking for Babu Jagjeevan Rao Smriti, or is Mayawati ji asking for 4 bungalows in Delhi, you know, and this other debate which you have later on in the show of these ministers, MLAs going on junket on taxpayers' money. I think the sense of entitlement is something which is really shameful for us as a country. And this is something that I really want to put on record here, that ये जो कल्चर है इसको सबसे पहले हमें रोकना चाहिए कि एक बार हम नेता बन गए तो सब कुछ, मतलब हम कुछ भी करें, चाहे हम किसी घर को ये बोलें कि इसकी स्मृति है, दिल्ली का पानी रोक देंगे, या फिर समाजवादी पार्टी की वो किस नेता की वो बहू थी, उनको केमिस्ट के यहाँ दवाई नहीं मिली तो गुंडे उनको पीटेंगे। मतलब ये पूरा जो कल्चर है, इट्स जस्ट रियली शेमफुल। सेकेंडली, अगर युद्धवीर जी कह रहे हैं कि वो किसानों के नेता थे, मैं किसानों के इशू पे 20 साल से काम कर रही हूँ, और इस समय किसानों की जो हालत है इस देश में, अगर किसानों का कोई रियल इशू वो टेकअप करें, एमएसपी का इशू टेकअप करें, क्रेडिट का इशू टेकअप करें, कोई इशू टेकअप करें, तो दैट विल बी अ रियल सर्विस टू द फार्मर्स ऑफ दिस कंट्री, not creating yet another monument which is nothing but squatting and taking
and I have a suggestion. I have a suggestion for Yudhvir Singh.
हमारा इशू है,
Yudhvir Singh
की लड़ाई हम निरंतर आज लड़ रहे हैं।
Mr. Singh, listen to me.
ऐसा हमने
Mr. Singh, listen to me.
नहीं है जिसको हम टेकअप नहीं करते।
Mr. Singh, just a minute. 1 second. One minute. GVL Narasimha.
Why did they not raise this issue all these years? Why did they not raise? Ajit Singh was minister.
अजीत सिंह एज ए मिनिस्टर और एज ए एमपी इस मकान में रहने नहीं आए थे। अजीत सिंह इस मकान में रहने आए।
युद्धवीर जी, आप सुनेंगे नहीं आपको। युद्धवीर जी, 1 मिनट आप सुन लीजिए प्लीज।
किसान का
1 मिनट
संज्ञान में यही है कि अजीत सिंह यहाँ चौधरी साहब की स्मृति में रहने आए थे।
1 minute. One second. Can I just say one thing to Yudhvir Singh, please? Yudhvir ji. No, one second. GVL Narasimha Rao, a minute. I want to set the terms of this debate very clearly. Yudhvir ji. युद्धवीर जी, ये कोई आपकी पार्टी का वर्कशॉप नहीं चल रहा है, न्यूज आ रहे, जरा दूसरों की बात सुन लीजिए। युद्धवीर जी, आई एम वार्निंग यू, आप सुन लीजिए दूसरों की बात, सुन लीजिए प्लीज। Yes, please show some decency on the program. Please listen to others. By the way, ministers on ceasing no 1 second. Ministers on ceasing to be ministers have to vacate official accommodation within 1 month. This man has been there for 4 months. And don't give me this Hindu religion Pitrapaksh argument. Pitrapaksh began on September 8th. The first notice was sent on June 26th. You were given time till September 4th to vacate. Okay, so, and by the way, the law of the land overrides any religious belief. You can't say, can a murderer say, don't arrest me for murder now because it's an inauspicious time? कोई मर्डरर बोलेगा कल मुझे अभी अरेस्ट मत कीजिए, मैं पितृपक्ष के बाद अरेस्ट हो जाऊंगा.
Given a chance, they will take that argument even to that level.
Gaurav Bhartiya is smiling tonight, but it's Gaurav Bhartiya.
Arnab, I just saw the news and it said that the BKU workers and other supporters were pelting stone at the police persons. They tried to cut the water supply, and police personnel were also injured. I think nothing justifies such actions, and in fact I would say that the real problem is that these persons do not understand that these bungalows are meant for official persons and they are meant for the incumbent MPs. This trend has continued for far too long, and I must tell you that the Supreme Court had to intervene to in fact give directions that these official bungalows should be vacated. But I just heard the AAP representative preaching on your program, and she very conveniently forgets that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal himself had applied for many extensions and he was not willing to vacate the official bungalow given to him. And this problem runs across party lines. The Congress party has more than 20 memorials on the prime Luton's Delhi land, which has been converted into memorials, and it has been given to various persons even after they have ceased to be MPs or ministers. And in the BJP, let me tell you, Arnab, that the BJP is in a rush to vacate the other ex-MPs. But there are ministers in these governments who are holding 2 bungalows, one in Delhi and one in state capitals, and they have not vacated that. So in principle, I think they are also violating
you cannot
the spirit against which they are
I
today.
know all kinds of unsubstantiated allegations are being
I am
made.
telling you, please listen to me.
You have to give me.
Please listen to me. Your own minister.
You have to speak.
Your own BJP.
Do not. Do not preach.
Can I not be interrupted in
between? Do not
between?
make allegations.
At least have the courtesy not to interrupt.
You cannot say something
Don't show
silly
indecency.
and not being countered.
Don't show indecency. You will get your turn.
Something silly
you will get your
and
turn.
not being countered.
I can name the person, but it would embarrass you too much. It would embarrass you too much. Okay?
No.
You get your facts right. If on
you have any facts,
you target others, at least ensure that your house is clean. I don't know why you are so.
It is absolutely clean. We don't need to learn from Samajwadi Party, which is trying to rake up, which is trying to use
this for their own political advantage. And if I am factually wrong, then you can rebut me. But I think
no,
just a minute. One second. By the way, I don't want either the Congress or the BJP or the Samajwadi Party to appear holier than thou. When it comes to houses, everybody is greedy. You want me to tell you the truth? You want me to tell you the truth? 3 days.
Raise the question that it
3 days before the election. 3 days before the election results were to be declared, there was a meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Accommodation. They were going out of power on May 13th, 16th was the result. They had a meeting and they allotted the bungalow at 5 Janpath to Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi. They allowed Mr. Nandan Nilekani to extend his occupation of a bungalow. 1 minute, let me speak.
Disappearing from this debate.
Nandan Nilekani, his extension of a bungalow was allowed. Then there is another former additional Solicitor General, KTS Tulsi, who has represented, several people close to the Gandhi family in land deal cases. He was allotted a type 8 bungalow on Motilal Nehru Marg. Now, so what is it? The house, the Lutyens Delhi bungalow has become a symbol. Has become a symbol of entitlement. But come to the point. Come to the point.
This government has not made any such.
Come to the point. This country is being blackmailed tonight by a man called Ajit Singh.
I will give you 3 examples.
It is the UP government which is responsible. Why have these farmers not been dispersed? Why 124A, writing, sedition, all these charges not slapped? How can they collect in Meerut and threaten Delhi to disconnect the water? This is the UP government which is supporting them indirectly by not arresting them. They are tolerating this gundaism for which the people of Delhi will suffer if the water is disconnected. Mr. Gaurav Bhartiya, please ensure that the police does something.
No, I think...
I respond. You made your point. I will respond to that.
1 second, Reena is coming in. Reena.
I wish to respond to...
No, Reena is coming in, please. Please, Reena is coming in. Reena is coming in, calls are being opened up. 1 second, Reena Gupta.
I just want to respond to something that Gaurav brought up. I would just like to respond to something that Gaurav brought up about Mr. Kejriwal overstaying. Gaurav, before you come on TV channels, I think you really need to get your facts right. Mr. Kejriwal asked for an extension.
No, I have my facts.
He was granted. Let me speak now. Let me speak. Please keep quiet.
So then,
he was granted an extension.
He also applied
he was granted an extension. Nothing was illegal.
Yes, so he
and we paid market rent for the time that he stayed beyond his chief ministership. So there was nothing illegal in this. So you can't compare apples and oranges. Please do not compare this to what Mr. Ajit Singh is doing. What he is doing is absolutely illegal.
And Ajit Singh says, no, you know the temerity of these politicians. Just a minute, please. You know the temerity, the arrogance. Who do these politicians like Ajit Singh say they are? Think they are. He says, because there are protests, people are saying we'll stop the water supply to Delhi. He says, you know, people are angry with the kind of treatment I got. People are very angry that electricity at my house was disconnected. Mr. Ajit Singh, if electricity has to be disconnected, it will be disconnected. If water has to be disconnected, it will be disconnected. If an average Indian citizen has water and electricity disconnected, if they don't pay for it or are not entitled to it, who on earth are you, Mr. Ajit Singh, to try and create a law and order situation on the side? And Gaurav Bhartiya, that question is right. Why don't you file a case against Ajit Singh himself for inciting those people?
Disaffection against the state.
For creating disaffection against the state.
Can I answer that?
No, you can't say I will cut off. No, you tell me, are you going to file a case against Ajit Singh?
Why he has not been arrested till now?
Encouraging those people.
Why not arrested till now from the ground itself? 124 is a very serious offense.
मैडम दिल्ली आ रहे हैं, दिल्ली अरेस्ट करा लेना. आप यूपी में नहीं किए ना, हम दिल्ली ओके गो अहेड.
यूपी में इसीलिए नहीं हो रहा क्योंकि सरकार का आशीर्वाद है. आप यही तो कह रहे हैं, यूपी में अरेस्ट नहीं किया जा रहा है क्योंकि आपके
दिल्ली आ रहे हैं, दिल्ली करा लेना. आप कह देना.
नहीं एक मिनट 1 सेकंड. एक बात
यही तो आपकी गुंडागर्दी है कि आप
करा लेना. गुंडागर्दी अपनी बात उठाना, गुंडागर्दी हम बात उठाएं. गुंडागर्दी है. गांव का किसान अपनी बात उठा ही नहीं सकता. वो गुंडागर्दी में काउंट हो जाती है.
आप एक मंत्री रहे, आपको कानून के रखवाले होने की वजह
सवाल ही कहां है यहाँ पे? अजीत सिंह की बात ही नहीं है. आप उसको गलत घुमा रहे हैं.
गुंडागर्दी देके घर कब्जा कर रहे हैं.
आप उस बात को गलत घुमा रहे हैं. अजीत सिंह का सवाल ही नहीं है. अजीत सिंह का लेना देना क्या है?
दिस इज
अजीत सिंह कह चुके हैं कि मैं खाली कर रहे हैं. बात तो किसान कह रहा है. ये हमारे मसीहा की कोठी है, ये हमारी स्मृति है, इसका फैसला होगा.
आप एक युद्धवीर जी 1 सेकंड. आई वांट टू से वन थिंग टू युद्धवीर जी. एक बात सुनिए अब. एक मिनट. युद्धवीर जी तरह शांत होकर एक बात सुनिए. आजकल कोई भी 1000-2000 गुंडों को लेकर ये कह सकता है हम बहुत
सारे किसान गुंडे हो गए.
मैं आपको कह रहा हूं जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर किसान क्यों कहते रहते हैं? जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में लेगा, जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में लेगा,
बुजुर्ग थे वो सब गुंडे थे.
जो कानून तोड़ेगा वो गुनहगार है.
आज अपनी
जो कानून तोड़ेगा वो गुनहगार है. और आप आज दिल्ली के लोगों को कह रहे हैं, आप दिल्ली के लोगों को कह रहे हैं
अधिकार है.
क्या अधिकार है? आपको
आंदोलन करना अधिकार है.
ये आंदोलन नहीं है, ये बेशर्मी है.
अरे बेशर्मी मतलब आपके कहने से है ना.
ये इसको कहते हैं, जिसका हिंदी रूपांतर आप कह सकते हैं, इसको कहते हैं ब्लैकमेल. इसको कहते हैं ब्लैकमेल. व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इज यू आर ट्राइंग टू ब्लैकमेल द पीपल बाय सेइंग एंड गाजियाबाद महानगर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द आरएलडी, गाजियाबाद महानगर प्रेसिडेंट.
बाकी आप जो निर्णय ले रहे हैं वो ठीक है.
युद्धवीर जी एक मिनट. वो जमाना चला गया कि आप ये सब कर सकते
मंत्री बने. जब अजीत सिंह जी मंत्री बने, आपको याद नहीं आया 3 बार मंत्री बने।
अरे आप अपने गिरेबान में झांको, आपके मंत्री आज भी, आपके हारे हुए एमपी आज भी बैठे हुए हैं, आप पार्शलिटी बरतते हैं, उनके पास बंगले हैं, हम तो उस बात की बात ही नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम तो, लेकिन आपको तो कहने का अधिकार ही नहीं है। पहले अपने गिरेबान में झांको और अपने हारे हुए मंत्रियों से बात करो, उनके बंगले खाली कराओ जब मुझे शिक्षा देना।
It is the most singularly ridiculous issue going on right now. I mean, once Ghaziabad Mahanagar President of the RLD, Ramanand Goyal, says that we will support the protest and we will stop the water supply to Delhi, even if the state government places police and paramilitary forces out there. So basically, Gaurav Bhatia, you realize the seriousness of the situation. They are officially creating a law and order situation, saying we'll stop the water supply if Ajit Singh does not get that house. You know what this is turning out to be? This is turning out to be a challenge to the state. It is a challenge to the state government. It is a challenge to the central government. And if the state and central governments are so weak or prove to be so utterly weak that they will give in to this demand. You cannot, you realize you cannot directly or indirectly find a way or an excuse.
I heard your question.
No, because, one second, if Ajit Singh is so keen that in the memory of his father, the late Charan Singh, there should be a memorial, he should find a place for the memorial and fund the memorial himself. Or all the supporters, why should a memorial be in a government bungalow? आप खुद से बनाइए, आप खुद से बनाइए, ये क्या लॉजिक है? Rohit is calling from Pune. Rohit is calling from Pune. Rohit, go ahead.
Arnav, I wish to comment on that, please.
Yeah, go ahead, but you're not even taking any proper disciplinary action. And let's show the pictures, please.
No, Arnav,
on the screen of the kind of tamasha these guys have unleashed.
That in the morning, a police force was deployed there, and even mild lathicharge took place, action was taken, and it is only because of quick and strict intervention of the state police that the water supply could not be cut and normalcy was restored. So please don't say this, that the state government did not act and the rule of law would prevail. It is another thing to say that BJP is itself doing a lot of wrong things.
Don't change the subject. Don't change the subject. Don't change the subject.
I am not. I am saying the state government is conscious of their duty. The state government is conscious of their duty. We will act as per law and we will ensure that nobody takes law in their own hand. That's the assurance I am giving. And it has been shown in the morning that the state
Gaurav, I have asked you to take names. You're running away from challenge. I've asked you to take names.
I will take names, okay.
I've challenged you.
Now,
And you don't have any names. You're only bluffing.
Hear it out. You want to hear? I am telling you, eight former BJP ministers in Bihar did not vacate their government bungalows. They overstayed. Sangeeta Kumari,
talk about today. Talk about the central government.
You cannot.
I think
Mr. Narasimha Rao, you are in your own voice.
You have no.
I am giving you examples. You can go and check. You can check with your Bihar unit, your own former ministers in Patna. Your another MP, former MP had to pay a fine. And your former president, if you want, I think you are smart enough to decipher that. Your former party president.
1 second, Abba, please.
You are talking about central government.
Can I request both of you to just... Can I request... One second, please stop for a minute now. I request you, please. You know what is terrible here? You have one person from the RLD who is saying, we'll do what we want. We want that house. And we are coming to Delhi. He says, hum Delhi aa rahe. He thinks everybody is going to be scared. Oh my God. The RLD said we are coming to Delhi. A few thousand people will create havoc and the government of India will just succumb and say, Mr. Ajit Singh, we are so sorry. We didn't realize you are such a powerful and influential person. You'll stop water supply to Delhi. Hum Delhi aa rahe hain. Hum tod fod karenge. Hum halla karenge aur ghar hame mil jayega. So that is one level of shamelessness. But the other extreme is you're not realizing. There is one thing called being a squatter. The other thing is you're a squatter and you are threatening the government of India saying, take action against me. I'm going to squat exactly where I want and it is like my family property. Dynasties are over. You can't extend dynasties into bungalows and say this bungalow belongs to this dynasty. Rohit is calling from Pune this evening. Rohit, good evening. I know you've been holding for a long time. Sorry about that.
Good evening, Arnab. Firstly, I thank Times Now for picking up these memorial and junket issues consistently from time to time. I just want to say that the politicians must realize that it's 2014 and India has moved on from memorials and junkets. We have elected the politicians to work and not dedicate bungalows and memorials to themselves or their relatives. If Ajit Singh says that there are other memorials, let them be. But please realize this is India of 2014 and we can no more live in the past. Two wrongs don't make a right. I want to ask a very categorical question to the RLD representative there. Why didn't Ajit Singh raise the memorial issue when he was living a luxurious life in the Lipian bungalow of Delhi? Why was this demand not raised then?
Yeah, because he's using the demand for a memorial to justify staying on. सब लोग तो यही सवाल कर रहे हैं युद्धवीर जी. जब वो वहां पे रह रहे थे तब तो उनको मेमोरियल की याद नहीं थी.
अजीत सिंह की मांग ही नहीं है. अजीत सिंह बेंगलोर, अजीत सिंह का तो किसान यूनियन का अपना आंदोलन है, क्योंकि टिकैत साहब के सामने ये फैसला हुआ था. दो बातें तय हुई थी. चौधरी महेंद्र सिंह टिकैत के नेतृत्व में 1987 में जो आंदोलन हुआ था उसमें ये तय हुआ था. और उसी फैसले को सरकार से हम कह रहे हैं कि वो फैसला जो हमारा हो चुका था उसको आज ये फेरबदल क्यों किया जा रहा है?
तब क्यों लागू नहीं किया गया?
तो आप निकालिए ना.
अरे वो सरकारों की जो सरकार जाने वो जवाब देगी. हमारा फैसला उस टाइम की सरकार के साथ हो गया था.
राहुल इज कॉलिंग फ्रॉम अहमदाबाद. राहुल इज कॉलिंग फ्रॉम अहमदाबाद. प्लीज राहुल, गुड इवनिंग.
हेलो
राहुल, गुड इवनिंग. आई कैन हियर यू. या, गो अहेड राहुल. Go ahead, Rahul. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm Rahul calling from Ahmedabad.
Yes.
Yeah. The scenes which I saw on television today, they were outrageous. And let me tell you that this memorial and all this is just an excuse. They didn't remember it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it is an attempt to influence and provoke the Jat vote in the forthcoming Haryana elections.
Absolutely.
And the SP and the Congress are fully complicit in this drama. And what is most shocking is that the political supporters who are actually thugs, they threaten to cut off the water supply to the nation's capital.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a kind of almost a quasi-terrorist kind of a situation, and it cannot be tolerated. And the state should use the firmest measures at its disposal to deal with this kind of thuggery.
Absolutely, it is. Rahul, it is. Rahul,
there are children living in Delhi. There are babies living in Delhi, and these goons say that we'll cut off the water supply to Delhi.
Yeah. And on top of it, Yudhvir Singh tries to issue threats, some Delhi aa rahe kind of threat. People who try to do that should all be put in mass lockup. But yes, the Samajwadi Party's game has been seen through by our viewer. The Congress Party is providing tacit support actually to it. Dipinder Singh Hooda is a Congress leader. He says the unceremonious way in which Ajit Singh's power and water supply was cut off is condemnable. To Dipinder Singh Hooda, I have a question. Please tell us, sir, a ceremonial way in which water supply and electricity supply should be cut off. Please tell us the auspicious time when the Congress Party would agree in very, sort of ceremonial circumstances to cut off the water supply. But, Gaurav, everybody saw through this. You are allowing this tamasha to continue. You are shaming your party as well. And you are running down the influence the state government is supposed to exercise over hoodlums. Because I want to ask you just one question. Are those people who are doing what they are doing on the borders of Delhi, threatening to cut off water supply from Uttar Pradesh, are they hoodlums? Are they hoodlums? Are they hoodlums, Gaurav Bhartiya?
They can't take law in their own hands.
Are they hoodlums?
I have answered. Yes, they are. They can't take law in their own hands.
So they are hoodlums. So why don't you?
Reassuring you.
How many of them? How many of them have you?
Complete myself.
How many of them have you acted against?
You want to pass judgments against the Samajwadi Party when I am taking a very categorical stand.
I'm not. How many have you taken?
Am I mincing words?
How many have you arrested? How many RLD leaders have you arrested? You think it's a joke?
So am I not answering your question? I told you the police force was deployed, water cannons were used.
Water cannons.
Mild lathicharge
it's a setup.
And therefore Therefore, the water supply.
So what you're doing is you're trying to input. You take no action against them. You're pushing them towards Delhi. You want them to create a law and order situation so that you later say we did what we could. If water cannons are all you use against these people, then shame on you, Gaurav Bhatia.
That's not done. The fact
Rakesh Jain is calling from Hyderabad tonight.
The facts speak otherwise.
And I'd like to point out here that there is a Supreme Court suggestion of 2013. There is a Supreme Court suggestion of 2013 which clearly lays out that no memorial should be allowed in the future in any government houses earmarked for residential accommodation. I mean, these are houses. You live in them so long as you're in power. The day you're out of power, you better get out. That's the point. No more tolerance with these squatters. Yes, Rakesh Singh is going to come in. After that, I'm coming to you, Rina. Rakesh Jain from Hyderabad. Good evening, Rakesh.
Arnab, it is so ridiculous to see. Arnab, Arnab, it is so ridiculous to see the debate across the political parties, whether it is Samajwadi Party or RLD or Congress or BJP, all are wearing the same hat. The government should come out with the white paper exposing all sorts of politicians for which the freedom, the free privileges, all those things have been given. Let it be challenged through the PIL. All those people who have challenged the law of the land. Supreme Court has already given its verdict. So all these political parties, they should not have the debate. They should go to the party and expose the people, expose the politicians across the whole country.
You know, Mr. Jain, while you echo the views of so many people across the country, I want to make one point here. You talk about a memorial. There is a 15-acre Kisan Ghat which is there in New Delhi, which is a fantastic memorial to Chaudhary Charan Singh. You know what you're doing? You're trying to, as in Hindi में कहते हैं, सरकारी बंगलों को हड़पने की कोशिश. A clear attempt, I know what, to transgress.
चौधरी चरण सिंह के नाम अगर एक बंगले की बात
क्या किसान घाट क्या है?
किसानों के मसीहे के लिए एक बंगले की बात हो रही है।
किसान घाट
बाकी लोगों पे भी
जो चौधरी चरण सिंह की समाधि स्थल है, उसका नाम किसान घाट है, 15 एकड़ जमीन है। आप और हड़पना चाहते हैं चरण सिंह के नाम पे, तो आपको शर्म होनी चाहिए। आप आज चरण सिंह के नाम को यूज कर रहे हैं। आप चरण सिंह के नाम को यूज कर रहे हैं प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी हड़पने के लिए। प्रॉपर्टी हड़पने के लिए आप एक पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री के नाम को यूज कर रहे हैं। उसके ऊपर आप गुंडागर्दी कर रहे हैं। उसके ऊपर कह रहे हैं हम पानी बंद कर देंगे दिल्ली को। आप लोग अपने आप को क्या सोचते हैं? आप अपने आप को क्या समझते हैं?
जवाहरलाल का मेमोरियल।
विनीत दांडा इज कॉलिंग फ्रॉम दिल्ली। बहुत हो गया ये सब। विनीत दांडा, गो अहेड विनीत। ओके,
गुड इवनिंग मिस्टर गोस्वामी।
गुड इवनिंग विनीत।
I have one thing to say that Chaudhary Charan Singh, in the honor of Chaudhary Charan Singh, already Kisan Ghat is there and it's in acres, first thing.
Exactly.
Second thing, Mr. Ajit Singh has been minister and an MP since 1986.
Yes.
Until date, he has been enjoying this bungalow. He never dreamt of it, of making it a memorial in 1986, neither when he was a minister from 2000 to 2003, then minister in 2011.
Yes.
Why is he rising from his slumber when he gets an eviction notice?
Right. बिल्कुल, I completely agree with you, Vineet. The point is this: अब ये पसंद नहीं करेंगे. नहीं, one second, Vineet, one point. One second, and I want to also make one point. You see, ये गुंडागर्दी, ये दादागिरी, ये सब अभी नहीं चलेगी. युद्धवीर सिंह जी, जमाना बहुत पलट गया और एंड आई वांट टू पॉइंट आउट हियर,
गुंडागर्दी है तो ये तो चलेगी ऐसे ही.
क्या
अगर अपनी मांग उठाने को आप गुंडागर्दी की संज्ञा देते हैं, अगर गांव का आदमी कोई बात उठाता है तो आपको गुंडा लगता है.
इसमें गांव और शहर की बात नहीं है. इसमें गांव और शहर की बात नहीं है. ये कोई गांव और शहर की बात नहीं है, किसान या नॉन किसान की बात नहीं है. हर चीज को अपनी जो आपकी जो
चला लेना अपनी,
आप कुछ भी कर ले
वाली है, जो
आप कुछ भी कर ले, मगर कोई अगर दादागिरी और गुंडागर्दी करे और कहे कि हम ऐसा ही चलेगा, तो आप समझ लीजिए कि डेमोक्रेसी डज नॉट अलाउ यू अ फ्री रन. एंड आई वांट टू से हियर टुनाइट,
सभी गुंडे हैं.
युद्धवीर जी, आप कुछ भी कह लीजिए, सारी देश देख रही है आपको आज. सारे देश देख रही है आपको आज। आप तो अपने आप को नेशनल टेलीविजन पर एक्सपोज कर रहे हैं।
किसान नेता के लिए लड़ रहे हैं, सारा देश कोई देश का किसान साहब के प्रति
ये हर वक्त एक मिनट किसान नेता के लिए 15 एकड़ की समाधि स्थल है और ये हड़पने की कोशिश बहुत लोगों ने देख लिया है। नाउ इट इज ट्रू दैट सपोर्टर्स ऑफ अजीत सिंह physically stopped a combined team from the Directorate of Estates, I'm revealing something, and the Delhi police from taking possession of the Tuglak Road bungalow. I am reading from a story that appeared in the Hindu newspaper. It says, among the MPs whose properties have been acted on include former Union Minister and RLD leader Ajit Singh, at whose 12 Tuglak Lane residence his supporters had physically stopped a combined team from the Directorate of Estates and Delhi police from taking possession of the premises. I mean, is this a joke? Reena, last word to you, please.
Yeah, you know, Arnav, I'm really sad. You know, we've really reached a moral low today in politics in this country. I mean, across party lines, they've been doing this, but with such brazenness that we'll come to Delhi, aap kar lijiye, kya kar lijiye. And the saddest part is then they're seeing that ये किसानों की भावनाओं से जुड़ा हुआ है।
किसान की भावना।
किसी भी छोटे किसान से आप बात करके देखिए, आज वो रो रहा है। एक अजीत सिंह का मेमोरियल बनाने से उसकी जिंदगी में क्या चेंज आएगा, मैं पूछना चाहूंगी युद्धवीर सिंह जी से। अजीत सिंह इतने सालों से मिनिस्टर थे, उन्होंने क्या किया
याद नहीं किया? तब चरण सिंह
एक और मेमोरियल की बात नहीं, किसानों की हालत बहुत अच्छी हो जाएगी। मतलब ये जिस शर्मनाक तरीके से, जिस ब्रेजननेस से इस तरह की बातें नेशनल प्राइम टाइम टीवी पे करी जा रही हैं, आई एम रियली अमेज्ड एट इट।
So am I. I'm wrapping up tonight for want of time. मैं यही कहूंगा कि आज चौधरी चरण सिंह जी को भी शर्म होती आज उन पे जो ये कह रहे हैं कि हम पानी बंद करा देंगे अगर हमें ये बंगला नहीं मिले। Chaudhary Charan Singh would not have approved of this, please. Yes, Gaurav, I'm wrapping up. Short of time, the challenge is for the central government of what it can do. But not to come into blackmail is very important.
I just wanted to tell Mr. Narasimha Rao that even their ex-minister, Mr. Vinod,
first arrest Ajit Singh and all these goons.
Okay. I'd like to thank everyone. We are watching what happens here, but giving in to Ajit Singh at this stage could set a very dangerous precedent. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.